Well, ladies and gentlemen, can I warmly welcome you once again, and especially our new graduates and your family and friends to the Bute Hall. Now, I'm sure you all have your heroes, and certainly in this Olympic year, hero is a word I suspect we're likely to hear about in abundance as effort is lauded and medals are won. Now, there is a definition of a modern hero which goes something like this: an ordinary person in extraordinary circumstances, who, despite the odds being stacked against him or her, typically prevails in the end. Now, I'm not sure how you, our graduates, feel your path to this graduation day has been, but I know it hasn't been a cakewalk for you. Long days, equally long nights of study and effort, perseverance and perspiration has got you to this place. So you are, in my book, and by this definition at least, heroes. But it was the American actor and performer Will Rogers who said, and I quote, "We can't all be heroes because somebody has to sit in the curb and applaud when they go by." Well, we have galleries around us filled with people who are just dying to applaud you, new graduates of today, as your heroes go by. So can I ask all your friends and family and all your lecturers here gathered to join me in congratulating you once more with a round of applause. Carried away, a well-placed word from Herbert Spencer might just keep our feet on the ground. In his study of sociology, and as a cautionary tale against an overly individualistic approach to heroism, he reminds us that before he can make his society must make him. Now, I think we all know that you're the products of many influences, and not least those people surrounding you today. Your family and friends, my colleagues who have taught and guided you throughout your studies, indeed, all those people who stood by you and are sharing today in your joy. They're just as pleased as you that you've reached this peak of achievement. After all, they've been through the ups and downs with you. So it's only right then that you, our new graduates, now join me in thanking them, your family, friends, lecturers, for all they've done to help you to this point with a round of applause. You can always trust the vets to be the most enthusiastic. And yes, your lecturers, your family, friends have all been key to your journey thus far. But there are, of course, other influences that have played a compelling part in making you, indeed us, what we all are. This, I'm sure you'll agree, is a magnificent hall, a place fit for heroes indeed. And if you let your eyes roam from the windows of the Bute Hall on the west side to the windows on the east side, you'll see that we are surrounded by the intellectual giants. Because captured in the stained glass windows, you see the intellectual heroes, if you will, of mankind. They're all picked out in that stained glass. We have the scientists, the writers, the philosophers, the thinkers, who have shaped today's world. You'll see the likes of Copernicus and Newton, Homer through Dante, to Burns and Byron, Plato to Hegel. They all look down on us today. And I think it's an exciting reminder of our human capacity and that of brilliant men and women to think, to create and forge deeper understanding of the universe and our place within it. The Bute Hall celebrates this thought through its glass windows, stained glass windows, and so should we on this day of all days, because your presence here is proof, if proof were needed, that you're part of this shared heritage, this shared enterprise to find meaning, understanding, and indeed truth in the world around us. But there is another influence surrounding us, because you're now graduates of the University of Glasgow, and as such you've come under the influence of one of the great universities in the world. Glasgow University is a place that for over 560 years has prided itself in its scholarly excellence. It's a place that's been at the creative heart of the great European intellectual movements, from the Reformation to the Enlightenment, the flowering of science and engineering, to the contemporary digital and nanotechnology world. So Glasgow University is a place that's always taken its responsibility seriously to pass on the knowledge and understanding of the greatest and most influential thinkers and pioneers throughout history, to each and every generation. So today is in one sense the culmination of that fantastic obligation and privilege. Because as graduates you stand as a testament to this university's commitment to share the best that has been taught. And so it's a day for us to celebrate. Your teachers and tutors are immensely proud of you. You are the real heroes of today. But as universities, it's not just the things we achieve or the knowledge that we pass on that matters. Just as important are the values on which all that is based. Those matter too. And so it's vital that universities are places which allow and encourage, as Stephen Collini said in his recent lecture on John Henry Newman, an untrammeled quest for understanding. We should be places that value independent thinking, the capacity to pursue ideas, thoughts, assertions with open and intellectual rigor. And we continue to value perseverance in the pursuit of excellence, whether that's in the way we teach, the way we learn, or research. And as a university, we should be proud of that moment too, proud of the opportunity we've had to promote the values of learning and intellectual study, aptitudes that will make a difference to you, our graduates, as you learn to live, work, and hopefully flourish in what is an increasingly complex and challenging world. Well, let me ask you a question, and I'm going to reveal my age in doing this. It was the David Bowie song which proclaimed, "We can be heroes just for one day." Yes, to everyone here, you are heroes, but will it just be for one day? Now, if you look at one of the windows again in the Bute Hall, you'll see that far down on the left side, there's a memorial to Janet Galloway. And she was Honorary Secretary of Queen Margaret College. And that figure includes several female figures in red gowns and graduates in black gowns. And one of these is thought to be Marion Gilchrist. Now, by any measure, Marion Gilchrist was a hero, because she fought her way against the prejudice of the day to become not just Glasgow's first female graduate, but she was the first woman in Scotland to graduate in medicine. That perhaps was achievement enough, but for her it wasn't the end. Her academic success was a powerful enabler. It opened doors both for her own potential to flourish and for others to see just what a difference she could make. She went on to establish herself in many different fields as a campaigner for women's rights and for the vote, and for education, for medicine and the arts. She took what she'd achieved here at Glasgow University and did something remarkable with it. And there is an exhibition at the moment of Marion Gilchrist if you want to find out more about her in the chapel. So this, what Marion Gilchrist did, is in a sense your challenge. So I'm sure that you will not be heroes just for one day, because as graduates, new opportunities, fresh responsibilities will present themselves to you. You will have the challenge, the excitement of making all that you've gained here work, not just for yourselves, but for the communities you will live in and work for. You're now ready to step out to pursue various ambitions and aspirations. And again, turning to the windows of the Bute Hall, I think it's good that not all the windows in this hall reflect the story yet. You'll see that a lot of them are still clear without any stained glass, without image or colour. So if the stained glass in this hall talks of the heroes of the past, for me, the other glass panes, the clear ones, speak of the future. They point to the stories yet to be written, the heroes yet to be discovered. You are a truly international community of graduates. You have a kaleidoscopic range of talents and abilities honed through your time here. And now you have the opportunity to provide those colours. You have the chance to paint those images, to write those new stories, and yes, to be the new potential heroes that will shape tomorrow. And wherever you go, whatever you do, I hope as the class of 2012 you will continue to support this university by encouraging the next and future generations to take up the opportunities that you've enjoyed. As the graduating class of 2012, you can help those who follow you. Have a look at your graduating brochure or at the class of 2012 posters posted around the building which show how you can help. This is an initiative that we're taking in collaboration with the Students' Representative Council. It's designed to link you to our next generations of alumni. So help us and leave your mark on Glasgow University as we move forward. Alternatively, as you move into the world of work or further study, you might feel that you can participate in the Glasgow Careers Alumni Network. You can help the career development of our future students in a range of ways. Or you might simply want to act as our ambassadors, either more formally at events and recruitment fairs, or simply by just sharing with people, wherever you are in the world, just what Glasgow University has meant to you. Whatever your preference, do keep in touch. Just do stay involved, because it means a lot to us. And so let me end. It was Disraeli who said that, and I quote, "The legacy of heroes is the memory of a great name and the inheritance of a great example." End quote. Now perhaps we can't all be great names, but we can strive to be and present a great and a good example. So take all that you've gained from here, make it shine, not just for yourselves, but for others. And if you do that, you will indeed be heroes, and heroes for more than just one day. I wish you well. Thank you.